Welcome back. Phoenix Point, Terror from the Void. I don't know how long we have today. Might be a shorter session. It'd probably be a shorter session. But I would like to make as much progress as I can possibly make. We are in the home stretch of the game. I think technically we could already go down the path to beat the game, but it would be with New Jericho, and I don't really want to do that. I would much rather beat the game through Synedrian, because that's kind of how we started. We started being super friendly with them and kind of gelling with their goals, and then we just kind of made friends with everybody, and and we got involved in everyone's shenanigans. But Synedrian, I think, is the ending I want to go for. I have no idea what any of the endings to the game are exactly. Like, I don't know what endings would be considered better or not. I feel like the game is probably going to have a downer ending no matter what, just because of the nature of the story so far. Like, we're dealing in like literal Lovecraftian elder god nonsense. Like, there's just like a living planet on the other side of the solar system sending meteorites with Pandorans on it to, I guess, transform Earth into another elder god planet or something. I don't know. It's like, when you're dealing with cosmic threats that big, I really honestly don't think that any of the solutions, that any of the factions, including the Phoenix Project, I don't think any of their solutions are gonna solve the problem. Like, I kind of, like, okay, so story-wise, on the Phoenix Project end, we learned about a precursor civilization, right? That was, existed like millions of years before. And I guess the first wave of Pandorans that came, the precursor civilization, they dealt with it, right? And they dealt with it in some kind of way that also killed them all off, right? So, like, extinction level event, in order to slow the Pandorans down. Like, I think all they did was, like, what, trap them under, like, polar ice caps. So I guess they initiated an ice age in order to stop the Pandorans or something. I don't know, it's a little unclear. But yeah, I don't really see the story ending in a positive way. I feel like the best way it could end is we do something similar where we get rid of the Pandorans, or, we make them go dormant, but, oh, humanity goes extinct, right? I feel like it's either that, or, I don't know, it's gonna be some weird thing like we all we do the Soma ending, where we all download into the Matrix and then fuck off into space or something. I don't think there is a good happy ending where the Earth is saved. I just don't really feel like we're in for that kind of thing. Which is a little bit of a downer, since even XCOM games tend to end on a, at the very least, ambiguously positive ending. Like, XCOM games also don't really have like a happy ending, but they have just that sort of ambiguous ending where maybe things will be alright, maybe. And then the next game just assumes that the worst things happened. I guess UFO Defense ended alright. Well, I don't know, UFO Defense ended with, well, okay, we don't want to, I don't know, for anyone who hasn't played that one, I guess we don't want to spoil it, but UFO Defense, I mean, it has an ambiguous ending where, what exactly happened is up to consensus. But anyway, that's just me ranting about story, and I'm a little nervous that the game is gonna have such a downer ending no matter which way we go, that it's gonna feel unsatisfying, that it's gonna feel like all of this was for nothing. But you know what? That would be fitting for the game. It'd be bad for me, but fitting for the game. So let's just go ahead and load up, and I'm gonna keep going, gonna keep pushing forward. So I think if we follow the Synedrian path, the protecting the moon launch site is, I think that's the way forward with that. But we have to wait for it to become available. As far as I have seen, it's not available yet. Like they're still building the launch site, so we gotta wait for it. But I am curious. I guess there's multiple paths. Yeah, there's multiple paths to ending the game, and I would guess that like I've never destroyed a Pandoran citadel, for instance, right? Like there's a Pandoran citadel right here, and I've never touched it. Um, but I believe that is one of the ways to end the game for the Phoenix Project, right? So if I had to take a guess, right? If I had to guess which path is like, I don't know, the least downer, I would assume it would be the Phoenix Project ending. Like I assume the Phoenix Project is the way to go for kind of the best ending, if you will. So I might want to at least attempt it. But what I do find fascinating is that you don't really have to deal with a lot of these threats. Like, not really. And I think some of that is a Terror from the Void change, which, again, I think most of the changes that Terror from the Void has done, there's a whole wiki full of the exact changes. It's a lot, and like, I can't describe them all because everything, like every element of the game has changed. But, I would say that the structures on the map not really impacting things all that much. I feel like that's probably a Terror from the Void change, and one for the better, I'd say. Because I look at things like this, right? And the Pandoran. This is just a okay. This is just a layer, not a citadel. I thought there was a citadel on the map somewhere. There it is. Okay, so there's the Pandoran citadel. So like even that, it doesn't change my faction standing at all. It doesn't affect anyone. All it affects is the little human icon, which I'm still not exactly sure what the little human icon means. Oh, we got a raid. Ninja zombie. Hey there. Hey there. I'm just getting started. I'm just getting started, just collecting myself on the geoscape. We're just gonna try to do things until the Synedrian site here is available, and I'm going down that path for the ending, I think. But I might want to take down a citadel too. I might want to, feel out my options, right? I like having all my options open, though I am wondering why I don't have access to the Disciples one. Yeah, it says I've completed all their special missions. I guess I just have to do more research, which I'm not really sure what I'm missing there. But yeah, just a little bit of planning, a little bit of feeling things out, and probably some filler missions, I would assume. I don't know how much time I have today. It'll probably be a shorter run today. But I feel it. We're getting close to the end. I feel it in my bones. Oh, Ninja, nice. Starting, well, fumbling with the XCOM files. I know the feeling. Yeah, I still say with the, okay, a quick aside for the XCOM files. I still find that mod, I find it to be, personally, it's my most fun way to play XCOM, but I think it's the most fun in the early parts when, like, pre-invasion. I think the pre-invasion stuff is super interesting and very, very interestingly balanced too. My favorite parts of the mod were when you're just like two guys in suits in a car, and that's what you have to deal with the strange threats that are popping up, right? And as things escalate, I like it more. But when you hit the invasion, I don't know. When you hit the invasion, like, the flow of the game changes a bit, and I like it a little less. And it gets very grindy too. Very grindy with lots of like random research that you have to get. That part I feel like is paced a little off, but still, it was a fun experience overall. But hopefully you don't lose too many countries. I mean, I only lost 2 countries in my meandering playthrough that took me like 4 years, right? I only lost 2 countries. I think I lost Australia and the U.S. in mine, and I'm still not even really sure how that happened. Like I was downing every UFO and everything, but yeah, it still happened. It was probably hybrids. There was probably a hybrid base active, and that flipped the country. They tend to do that. Yeah, the large UFOs. I think I only raided a battleship once. Like, I mean, that's just large, not like the very large ones, um but I think I only did like 2 battleships in my whole run of the XCOM files, and I'm not a fan of battleships in UFO defense in general. I think battleships are way too large, and the maps are just designed in a way that's not very fun. And in the XCOM files, the battleships all have tons of turrets that just annihilate your guys the moment they do anything. It's not terribly fun. So I avoided battleships. Oh, true. Yeah, yeah. You do kind of have to. I forgot about the alloy forge. Man, that alloy forge is nice. But anyway, let me think. What do I want to do in Phoenix Point though? I don't want to do New Jericho's thing. We do have a bunch of layers out. Oh yeah, I wanted to try to cure some of the delirium on my guys, because I have mutagens. I have plenty of Pandorans in containment. Look at all them boys in containment. I got a big old Acheron here. Got a Siren. I got 2 Acherons, and I have a ton of Tritons and some Arthrons. And none of these are needed for research, so I can I'm free to harvest them as I like. And I'm even gonna try to expand my containment too. I only have I can only have 25 right now, and I'm at 21 out of 25. I really wish. I can see how many slots they occupy. So the Acheron, okay, that's 4. I'd assume a Scylla is probably like 5 or 6 slots, I would imagine. But I think most of these guys are only like 2. Yeah. I'd assume the really small ones probably only take 1 slot. But I need more slots, because every mutant that you have in containment gives you some mutagens per day. So I would, like right now, how much do I get right now? I get like what, 10, 25, 7, or 40? Okay, yeah, I'm probably getting like, I don't know, probably over 80 right now per day. That ain't bad. That ain't bad. But I'm melting down a lot of them because I need mutagens to cure my guys, because so many of my guys are suffering real bad from the delirium, and I need to cure some of that. If I can, do I have a 100-pointer? Okay, here we go. So I'm thinking I want to maybe melt down this 100-pointer right here, and yeah, maybe melt him down and get. So I'd have 400 mutagen, and then I could cure 4 different guys, at least 4 different guys. And it'd free up some space so that I could, I could capture more, right? So let's harvest that. Okay. And now I gotta choose who gets the cure. So something I will say, it's kind of a shame that Phoenix Point isn't getting worked on anymore officially. I mean, the modding community for this game is pretty tiny. Like, other than Terror from the Void, there's not really that many people doing anything for Phoenix Point, which is a shame. I guess it's because the game never really kicked off in popularity, like XCOM did. But, I will admit, I do like the overall flow of this game. I like the themes of this game. I like that it's not just straight out aliens, right? Like, I mean, technically it's aliens because I guess the Pandorans come from Yugoth, right? The Lovecraft planet. It's just the Lovecraft planet. I think it might literally just be a sentient planet, right? Like, we're dealing in that kind of stuff. So the alien threat is not like, it's not like your standard alien like XCOM. XCOM aliens are pretty standard, I would say. I would love more of this kind of thing. Like, I would love a Phoenix Point 2 or an expansion, like a proper expansion to Phoenix Point. I would love that, but I don't think we're ever going to get one. I think community projects are about the best we're going to get for this game, which is a shame, but I do hope that the community kind of does more with this game in the future, and I hope Terror from the Void, I hope they maybe still continue to update that and do more with it. One can only hope. Alright, so gotta see who's gonna get the cure. And also, I may want to do a little, so you might want to do a little save scumming with who gets the cure, because, yeah, the thing is that sometimes the cure effects can be worse than the delirium itself. It's always temporary, and that's good. But like, yeah, sometimes the effects are pretty nasty. Okay, so over here on the kinda fast mobile. So Soren Whitesmoke, he's suffering real bad from the delirium. He's got 12 points of delirium, which means like his willpower is cut down to like 3 right now. So if he's not rested, if he has full stamina, then full stamina removes 4 points of delirium effectively. So if he's rested, then okay, he'll have 7 points of willpower, but that's not a lot. That's really not a lot. So yeah, let's treat him. Okay, he got derealization, -5 to strength. Disabled limbs remain functional. So, oh god, -5 strength. That lowers his health by a lot. So every point of strength is, like, every 1 point of strength is 10 points of health. So he just lost 50 HP, and also he can't even carry his own equipment right now. Like, that's another problem, is, yeah, his strength getting cut down means that he physically can't carry his own gear anymore. That's a bit of a problem. So now I'm gonna have to see if I can counteract that a little bit. Oh god. So alright, like I can increase his strength by 2 points. And I don't know, I could get rid of some items that he's got. He doesn't need all the items that he has. Like, let's see. These modules are really helpful. They're very helpful. I don't want to take them off, but and I don't want to remove his weapons either. If I take off his weapons, he might just be useless in combat, and you don't want that. I guess he doesn't need a grenade, and actually, I've never used the spider drones. I can't say that. I have used the spider drones sometimes. Sometimes I've used them. Like, the spider drones, even if I don't use them for their intended purpose, they can be used as a distraction. They can be used in a similar way as the decoy gun, the decoy ability, not the decoy gun. It's just a skill. So what do I take off? So having night vision is pretty useful. Repelling the mist is pretty useful. being fire and blast resistant is also pretty useful, but it's something that doesn't come up all that... I'm gonna be honest, it doesn't come up all that often. Not really. I mean, honestly, you can get away with with not having the repeller module either. You can get away with that too. But I think, yeah, take that off. So now, okay, now he can move. Cool. Let's save, because like, if we get a really bad effect on someone, we definitely want to re-roll that. Give it a mulligan, right? Okay, Isolde is also pretty high up on the delirium. I kind of want to like, anyone who is over 50%, I would say they're eligible for some curing. But really, it's if they're over 75%, then they definitely need curing. So let me just see if there's anyone who's really high in the delirium. Oh yeah, we got a couple. So we got Leora Sterling. She's at 75. Cool, no side effect. Awesome, we rolled good. Isilme. Nice, nice. We're getting some lucky rolls on that. Very nice. And the mutagen number, it didn't refresh until I exited out to the geoscape. Oh, also, just real quick, what are we researching again? I did a little bit of off-stream play, not a lot. I've been trying to push things forward as much as I can. Okay, we have a bunch of things that I'm not really sure where it's gonna go. Pandoran physiology. Pandoran-related research speed increased by 25%. So I forget what exactly I researched in order to get this, but it's something I probably should have researched a long time ago. I mean, like a real long time ago, because yeah, that 25% would have saved us a lot of time earlier on. Now it's a little bit too late. A little too late now, but you know, what else you gonna research? Okay, so I don't think there's any other, like, yeah, everyone else, their delirium it's over 50%, but it's not like, it's not crazy levels of delirium or anything. So Lambda, let's cure Lambda. Lambda now has Wolverine. So minus 20 accuracy, but they gain slashing strike, which doesn't really do anything for them. And minus 20 accuracy, like, that ain't great for a heavy. I'm gonna be real, that is really not great for a heavy. But but I guess the positive is that the rocket launcher is so insanely accurate that it doesn't really matter. So yeah. Like, that launcher is crazy accurate. It's stupid how accurate it is. Alright, and I can do one more person. I wonder, how's the crew at Phoenix Omega? How are they? Oh, man, nobody's got, they don't even have the delirium over there. They're doing fine. They're doing absolutely fine. Okay. Let's see. Like, when I look at who to cure, I'm always kind of looking at, like, who needs their willpower the most, right? Like, who hurts the most when they don't have willpower. I'd say maybe a technician, right? A technician is really gonna feel it if they don't have their willpower. Okay, so not too bad, not too bad. Everybody, like, we avoided. I think other than that first one, which was kind of rough, we avoided most of the major consequences of curing the delirium. So that's nice. The question now is, do we want to attempt that Citadel? I feel like the Citadel is going to be pretty goddamn rough. and the nearest crew is the Sphinx team. I would kind of like to have more than just them on the case, you know. Okay, you can have up to 8 people on these missions. So I can only have 6 guys in this one plane. I would need to maybe load up the Chimera here. I'd have to load that up with some guys too. And I could do that. I could totally do that. Might be a good idea even. Like if we're gonna do the Citadel, I could bring the Chimera up here, load 2 of the reservists in, and then we could send both planes down to the Citadel, and we could, you know, we could see what we're gonna do about that. I'm not sure I want to do the Citadel though. Again, if we're going the Synedrian path, I don't think we have to. I don't think we have to destroy a Citadel, which is kind of interesting. Oh, hold up. There's things happening here. Some repairs are complete. We've completed our manufacturing. All right. I got to keep on top of things here. Oh yeah, also I got some new healing items. The Virophage kit, which restores 200 hit points and removes virus, bleeding, and poison. It's a bit resource intensive though, compared to the standard med kit that just removes bleeding and poison. Like the Virophage kit is, for all intents and purposes, better than the standard med kit. It's the standard med kit but better, right? And then you got the stim pack, which needs some mutagen in order to make, and that regenerates body parts. Just regenerate your arms. But yeah, my resources, I'm getting a little slim on tech again. I can't stress how that is always the bottleneck. Like from the very beginning, that has been the bottleneck that I just can't avoid it, you know? I never have enough tech. Well, we could trade for some more over here. Like we could swap some of our materials for tech. I don't like to give up my materials for tech. I like to give up my you know, I like to give up my food for tech, but a little bit. I'll do a little bit. That's fine. Alright, so we're going to send the plane there. I'm waiting for Synedrian to finish their launch site so that we can do their mission. The Behemoth is currently underwater, which is great. Yeah, I don't know. Oh yeah, look, my mist generator, or not mist generator, my mist repeller is starting to make a field here, so that'll cover these guys eventually. That'll be nice. I will say I have learned a lot of things about Phoenix Point, and I would totally be willing to do a second run of Phoenix Point in the near future even. The game isn't actually as long as it might appear. It's just it's easy to get sidetracked doing things you don't need to do. Like because it's my first run through, I'm basically just doing everything because I want to see as much as I can possibly see. But like, yeah, if you're going down like a faction path, apparently you don't even need to do the citadels and stuff. Like, you can just avoid doing those. Like, there's so much content you can just avoid doing if you are committed to one specific path of action. And I find that to be fascinating. Like, I couldn't imagine the modern XCOM games playing like that, where you could just not do things, right? Also, where did my Tiamat go? Where'd that go? I don't see it on the geoscape anywhere. Okay, it's still here. It's just, it's underneath the other plane. Okay. Alright. So now that we got this at Phoenix Omega, let's unload the Chimera, and let's load it up with some guys that could actually maybe do the Citadel, right? So the Sphinx is that's the plane that we have at the base here. So we have a lot of assault units, which isn't probably not really what we absolutely want. I think we probably want to have some more launchers. I feel like we should get more launchers on some of these guys. I think that would be a definite good idea. But I'm not sure I really have the tech for it, unfortunately. Oh man, we got Robo Bubsy. Good old Robo Bubsy. Alright, let's see, how much does it take to make a launcher? Yeah, the Archangel APRL. So 39 tech and 180 materials. The materials, not the problem right now, the tech is, so let's at least make one. I think ideally I'd want to have more than that. I mean, okay, I can't make the ammo for it right now, but I could make 2 of these now, and then get them equipped and all that, and we could do a little trading to bulk up our tech. I think that would be the good way to do it. But okay, so on the Sphinx, right, we have a bunch of assault units, we got a sniper, we have 2 heavies. We could go into the Citadel with like 8 dudes, right? So all 6 of these guys and then 2 guys on the Chimera. So what would really flesh that out? Like, we don't want to bring in anyone who's weak, right? No weak units. We want leveled up units. We want well-equipped units. We want units that can make shit dead. That could, we know that a Citadel is going to have at least 1 Scylla, right? They're going to have the big boys in a Citadel. So, we want to go in with lots of heavy action, right? Lots of heavy action, lots of just hard strike capability. And we want to have some crowd control too. We want to have some infiltrator that can, you know, like, yeah, you want to have like at least 1 infiltrator that could pop out decoys to keep the Scylla and all that busy. I think Squidward, no, he's a melee. Do they even have an infiltrator? Okay, they have 1. So Lydia Pitchler is the only, I think she's the only infiltrator on this whole operation. That's not great. Let's put her on the Chimera. And then, okay, what else do we want? Again, no weak units, no units that don't really have a niche yet. Like Squidward is, he's a berserker. I gotta be honest, like, I don't really understand how to use berserkers effectively. I don't understand. Like, I get that they can dash into melee range fairly well. Like, if you have a berserker and they have high speed, like if you build them to have, you know, pretty high speed, get them leveled up a bit, they can dash into melee range or at least close range fairly quickly. But then the thing is, they'll only have like maybe 2 action. Like by the time they actually get to the enemy, they will still only have about 2 action points, and that is 1 melee attack that will not kill an enemy. Like, in order to kill most of the non-big enemies, you need to hit them at least twice with a melee weapon. At least twice. The thing is that if you don't kill them, then you're just standing right next to a very dangerous Pandoran that will probably kill or disable you the next turn immediately. So it's like, well, yeah, I mean, maybe you're not supposed to melee. Maybe you're supposed to equip just a different kind of weapon on them, right? Like I don't know, maybe you get them to use a shotgun or something. I don't know. I don't really understand the strategy with berserkers, right? And I don't really get what pairs good with berserker. Like maybe heavy pairs good with berserker, because then then you well, then you could like equip them with a gun, right? Equip them with a gun and have them retaliate when they inevitably get attacked. But other than that, I don't really see how you're supposed to make it work, you know? I don't I guess I just don't get it. I don't get berserker. I guess I need an expert to explain it to me, because I do not really understand how to make them decent even. But okay. So yeah, we will not be taking Squidward in, or Declan Tam here. We already have a lot of assault units. I feel like I mean Burn is pretty well leveled, and has that heavy secondary. So she does she does that retaliation fire, which is, again, return fire is pretty awesome. I love return fire. It's a great ability. An absolute winner of an ability. Hmm. We do have we have another heavy that we could put into the rotation. So we could go in with 3 heavies, right? And I honestly think that, why not, right? Why not go in with 3 heavies? Why the fuck not? You'll probably need the firepower anyway. Hmm. Oh, also, I guess we made some proper armor here, so I'll give them some real armor. What they have isn't really very good. None of the abilities really stand out to me right now. I would probably want to give them a little more speed. I feel like more speed is something you like. You can't really go wrong with that. You can't go wrong with more speed. It's always a good, it's always good. It always more speed is always something that you want. So I think it would be more valuable to bring in a 3rd heavy, I think. But then again, yeah, Burn is a very leveled unit. Yeah, Burn is a very leveled unit with a very nice weapon, a very good spread of skills and stats. Hmm. I am just thinking if, like, yeah, if we encounter a Scylla, and when we will in the Citadel, when we do it, I'm not planning on doing it just yet, but yeah, when you encounter a Scylla, like, you gotta take that thing down as quickly as you possibly can. And you gotta take it down from a relatively safe distance as well. And an assault unit is, they got the distance covered, but they don't, like, the assault, the rifle does not deal enough damage to kill a Scylla in a timely fashion. It just doesn't. But there's going to be more enemies than just a Scylla. There's going to be a ton of other enemies. So, like, yeah, you're going to need units that can move, that can attack a lot in one turn, and that can put out good damage. And yeah, assault units do that. Like, they're not crazy damage, but they're good damage and they're flexible. And you can't really go wrong with that, you know? Hmm. But then again, yeah, you get 3 heavies with good weapons, and you kind of, you position them strategically around a Scylla, and they can get shit done. But if we lean too hard on heavies, well, other things are going to be attacking us too, and those other things could potentially easily overwhelm us. So it's one of those things where it's like, You know, you got some difficult calls to make. Huh. I don't know. We'll go with the heavy on the crew for now. Okay, so we have a crew that is ready to fight the Citadel when, you know, when we build up the courage, right? When we build up the courage to take it down, then we have a crew that's ready. But meantime, we need more tech. So let's take the Manticore free shipping. Let's take that out for a bit of a trade run.
The New Jericho Haven is under attack.
Uh-oh. Fort Kotalun is under attack by the Disciples of Anu. Well, I mean, look, I welcome the opportunity for more resources, but the Disciples, they only got 14 guys, and my Disciples faction is the lowest faction out of all of my standings, so I'd rather not lose too much of that. I mean, the Disciples are kind of my least favorite faction because they're all a little bit, fucking nuts. But but yeah, I think New Jericho's got this one. Also, what's the populations look like? 400, 600. So there's less than 1 million people left on planet Earth. Great. But I mean, look, 36 havens, 32, 25. I don't know. They're all doing fine. They're doing fine. Also, I wonder if I can do anything at this little independent haven. I don't think I ever found any more independent havens, right? Like, that's the only one I ever came across. Alright, so just trading up for both tech and materials. But tech is the big one that we're looking for, so I'm just gonna look around the map, see what we got. I don't have a plane. Yeah, I don't have a plane down there. But here, yeah, okay, here we go. Another, yeah, we can do another tech and materials trade over here, which I will.
Complete. The Disciples of Anu Haven is under attack.
Ooh, and it's under attack by Pandorans, so all right. I am trying to kind of keep my factions balanced. You know, I'm trying to keep them balanced. Okay, I'm trying. All right. So this mission is not in the mist. That's good. All right. Yeah, it's not in the mist. So send our guys out, and I am, as always, gonna try and capture some Pandorans. Let's go ahead and melt one more down, because when I capture Pandorans, I sometimes capture several of them. Like, I either try to capture one big one, like, an Acheron, Siren, or a Scylla, if I can, and if I can't, then I just try to capture a bunch of little ones. Just something that'll give me more mutagens, you know? Alright, so we'll melt one of those down, and now I got a couple slots now. Alright, got like, what, eight slots? And I could cure one dude. Like, if we have anyone else that's a little bit bad off, I could cure them. I think our main base over here is kind of... Oh, La Expendable is... Got 5 Wait, are they the one that has the... It doesn't feel like a lot. Yeah, I mean, that's actually not much of their bar. Do we have anyone that's like around 50%? Izul, okay. Izul's around 50%. We can cure him. And he didn't get any bad side effects, so that works out. Like anyone who's not like suffering too badly, I'd want to just cure them right now. Hmm. Like, oh, inputs got a little bit. I feel like it's probably a good idea to cure them of their delirium before it gets too bad, because I feel like the more intense their delirium is, the larger the chance that they're gonna suffer from like a really bad complication, right? That could just be wishful thinking, but I feel like that's probably how it works. You know, I feel like it. All right, and I'm gonna send the Firestorm over here to just do a little tech trading at the same time. Okay, let's let both planes get there, and we learned about the Pandoran physiology. Again, I feel like we should have learned about that a long time ago. So, New Jericho scientists have made a breakthrough. AI algorithms are now able to sequence Pandoran DNA with great speed and accuracy. Despite the large genome size and constant mutations, all research into Pandoran creature types and mutations will proceed at a much faster pace. Also, the possibility that further research could improve our soldiers' resistance to Pandoran viruses. That's one. Like, are we finally gonna get like a virus resistance vest? Maybe. Ooh, Project Hecata. Oh my god. All soldiers are virus resistant. Will strengthen an individual's immune system. Yes. Whatever you were doing before, you're not doing it anymore. Like that. Man, okay, so I take it back. I don't think this is early game research, right? I feel like, okay, at first I thought this was an early game research that I must have missed, but like all soldiers are virus resistant. Now I assume that doesn't mean virus immune. I assume that it means you'll take maybe 25 to 50% less virus damage. It's, yeah, I would assume it's not immunity. But getting any amount of virus resistance, like, that is big. Because virus is a killer. It won't kill you, but it'll completely sap your willpower. And a unit with no willpower can't use any of their special abilities, and they'll also be really prone to panicking all the time. So yeah, avoiding panic and avoiding panic and also being able to actually use your skills, that would sure be nice. Sure be nice. Okay, so this Anu Haven, this is going to be a night mission. The tech reward is very low, but the material reward is pretty decent. And they'll give you tons of food. I think the disciples, yeah, you mostly get materials and food with them. They give a lot of food, actually. I do find it interesting that all the factions, they kind of play to their strength for what resources they give you for doing their tasks. So the disciples, yeah, you get lots of materials and food, but not a lot of tech, right? Sanhedrian, they give a relatively high amount of tech as a reward, but the food and materials are kind of low. And then Jericho is high materials and then, less tech, but still a decent amount of tech, but less, like a lot less food than the disciples. Alright, let's start up. Oh, okay, only one squad is actually here right now. There we go, now both squads are actually here. Okay. So this is not a mist area, so we don't have to worry, like anyone who has the delirium, we don't have to worry about the delirium getting worse. Now, we don't know what we're in for, so yeah, there's probably going to be a Scylla or something in there, something like that. so don't wanna go nuts in here with like specialty builds and all that. We want to have heavies. We got we got 2 heavies. We've got our tank. We've got a virus shooting priest over here, which I am trying to make better use of the virus weapons and all that. And I think the virus rifle is the way to go. I think. Like the virus sniper. So okay, the virus sniper, that just feels like a trap because it only like it takes 3 action points and it does 8 virus, right? But the rifle, so it's 4 virus, but it bursts in 3. So if every shot lands, it'll do 12 points of virus damage. If only 2 of the shots lands, it'll do the same as the sniper. And it only costs 2 action points to use it. So yeah, like only costs 2 action points to use, and it does more virus damage. So it's like I don't really see a reason not to use that. I can't see any reason not to. Did I ever make another? I did. Okay, so yeah, this weapon, I'm trying to phase out all of the tier autocannons. Like all the tier 1 autocannons, I am desperately trying to phase that out of our arsenal. I do not really think that I don't think it really does a whole lot anymore. Nothing of use, really. And temporarily, we will take this off so that they can carry all their ammo. But yeah, I don't know, like, let me see, that is a 20 effective range, this has a 4. So yeah, I mean, you know, this is lower accuracy, right? This is a lower accuracy weapon, fair point, fair enough. But it's just, this feels like it does so much more damage, right? Like, if most of the hits land, it does more. Like, this burst, it's a 12 burst, 35 damage, so like if every shot lands, which you generally are hitting larger targets with your heavies, so if every shot lands, it's gonna do over 350 damage. It's gonna do like, what, 350, 380, over 400. Yeah, it's gonna do over 400 damage if every hit lands. If only half of the shots land, right? If only half of them land, it's still gonna do like 200 damage. And it's gonna shred a lot of armor off. Whereas the tier autocannon, I mean, the most it can do is 180 damage. Like, its max damage is half, less than half, of the new Jericho machine gun. So I get that the tier autocannon has a longer range. It's still not a terribly accurate weapon. Again, I'm sure if you have a unit that has very high accuracy for a heavy, right? If you have a super high accuracy heavy, then I'm sure the autocannon is a lot better. But for my guys, I don't know. I don't really see it. For my guys, it doesn't quite do what I want it to do. That's just kind of how I feel on it. Alright, so we got, I got my other heavy here. And let's see. They don't have a secondary thing yet. I should give them a little more ammo though. But if I give her more ammo, then she's not gonna be able to, yeah, she's not gonna be able to actually carry all of her stuff if I give her more ammo. And the hard calls, I guess I could take off the clarity helmet or the trauma response one. I just kind of feel like might be a good idea to have some more ammo, but I don't know. I'm sure she'll be okay for right now, right? For right now. Let's get in there. I will say, and I've said it before, but yeah, this game does have a lot of repeating missions, like all the Haven defenses that you have to do as the game goes on. Uh, you know, all the layers and nests and all that. Lots of repeating missions, but I honestly don't mind them too much because I will say this: I find the core gameplay loop of Phoenix Point, especially with Terror from the Void, I find the core gameplay to be really enjoyable. Like even just the battlescape, right? Like I love fighting things on the battlescape. It's really fun. I I love positioning good and then like going for those hard aiming shots, right? I love it. Like I could just play the game forever and enjoy it. And in a way that I honestly can't really quite say the same for XCOM. Like I don't know, I like the XCOM files a lot. And I did have fun playing it for like 4 years. But but honestly, a lot of the minute-to-minute gameplay on the battlescape was just really tedious. Like if I'm being real, it's why I didn't it's why I didn't do any battleships other than like maybe one or two, like the basically the bare minimum that I had to do in order to beat the game. And it's because yeah, fighting through a battleship in the XCOM files was just not fun. Like that just was not a fun time at all in any way. But here, I mean, okay, doing like the Pandoran layers, like yeah, they're a little tedious. But even that I don't mind it. I really don't mind it. Hmm. I don't see anything here. I would assume that if there were any Pandorans out and about around here, we'd probably see that. But I guess nothing is really a given. Uh, huh. So yeah, first turn is always just kind of feeling things out to see like where are they, right? Like I need to see where they're at.
I'm repositioning.
And right now I don't see where any of them are at. Like where yeah, I don't see anything out here. Hmm. I don't wanna put my guys too out in the open, too vulnerable.
I'm going in.
But I want to get them in some decent positions just to kind of like, yeah, scope out the area and see what's around.
Let's make this happen.
Did he see something? I he stopped moving like he saw something, but there's no enemies on the list here. Oh now we see them. Now we see them. Okay. I guess the tank is just blind. We just have a blind tank, that's all. I mean, if we got a clear shot on that, take it. It looks like a clear shot. Ooh. Alright. Alright. Can we go more center mass? It looks like a clear shot. Okay, but at least now we kind of know where they are, right? Yeah, we kind of know where they're at now. That's good. So there is one all the way over there.
Here they come.
There's more all the way. They're all over there. Okay, cool. Gotcha. Yeah. Gotcha. All over there, huh? Oh man, yeah, they are. Wow, yeah, man, our tank is just absolutely blind. Like, completely blind. Our tank didn't see any of that. Man.
I missed.
Okay, I guess the question is, do I want to pop out a decoy to maybe, like, you know, to not get shot at too badly? Because I feel like we're going to get shot at pretty badly standing here. I feel like we at least want to maybe get behind something.
Let's make this happen.
Okay.
I'm here.
So yeah, enemies are all over that way. Yeah. See, I feel really dumb now. I kind of wasted all that time, huh?
I'm repositioning.
Like all those action points wasted going in the wrong direction. At least there's some disciples inside the building. That's nice. They'll kind of keep it safe, or at least distract the enemies for a while. So yeah, I kind of figure our tank is just sitting out there in the middle of the field, and yeah, it's gonna get shot up a bunch. Good thing it's a tank, right? Like, being a bullet sponge is kind of in the job description for a tank. Like, I don't think you're gonna get much going shooting a tank with a virus gun. But yeah, the good thing is all the enemies are... The enemies are all just kind of like going out into the middle of the arena here, and yeah, like that's making them pretty easy pickings for either the tank to stun them or for my guys up on the roof to just blow them away, you know? Like they're not really being very careful right now. The question is, do they have a big boy on the team, right? Like, so far, I'm not seeing any big boys in play, but if they have one, then we gotta watch out. But I think it might just be a bunch of little guys this time around, which is kind of refreshing, actually. It's weirdly a little bit refreshing that they're just coming in with a bunch of little guys and not storming me with a ton of yeah, like they're not just kind of like overwhelming me with a ton of big enemies that are going to demolish the map running around it and take a ton of heavy fire to bring down. I can appreciate a lower power scale map. There we go. Okay, so we captured one. It's a good start. Let's get some turret action going. A turret here would have a pretty decent shot, I think. And a turret over here would have a pretty decent shot on most of the enemies. Alright. Would she have a shot anywhere? The only shot she would have would be like way, way away. Wouldn't really want to take that shot. Clara might not do a whole lot. I'm gonna be honest. She might not really get to do much this time around. She might just be benched for most of this.
On Overwatch.
Just kind of how that's gonna shake out, I think. So I could do a quick aim, but they're like, yeah, they're certainly not gonna hit anything if I quick aim them. I don't really need to get any closer, I don't think. So let's chip away at someone's willpower. Man, they're real weak. They are really weak. Okay, do a little electric reinforcement. I really like electric reinforcement. I really love that ability.
My turn.
Okay, can we deploy a decoy to maybe, I mean, honestly, the tank is going to be our major decoy this time around, I think. But yeah, let's pop out a decoy up here so they have something else to shoot at, you know? Oh, I hit the shield. I'm having that good XCOM aim right about now.
Attack successful.
Alright. And I think that's all I can do. Yeah, again, we sort of wasted that first turn going in completely the wrong direction. Just absolutely wrong direction. I wonder if they'll even bother going for our decoy. Like, you know, the decoy is kind of up on the rooftop. I feel like a lot of them won't even bother with that. But it seems like most of the Pandorans are using virus weapons, and that does nothing against a machine, so... Ooh, they're getting into the main area. Okay, we might want to send someone down to deal with that. We may want to send someone in to take care of that area. So he's getting up on the rooftop to hit the decoy. And the structure, too, I guess. Okay, so next turn we get someone down on the ground floor to help protect the structure. Kind of feel like I should have maybe set the turrets up in the building, because then, yeah, they could have just been the sentries to guard everything. Yeah, this is an interesting mission because nobody can hit anything. It's been a while since that happened. Oh, they're damaging our equipment. That's not good. We need that to stun them. Ooh. Meleeing our tank. Yeah, that actually hurts. Okay, gotta watch out for that. I think we need to stun them next turn. Yeah. Alright. So let's see. We need to get somebody down there, but also let's see what the turrets can do. Like who can the turrets easily blow away this turn? Not a good shot there. Like it's tempting to use the tank for this one, but I think going for yeah, I think going for the easy targets with the turrets. Yeah, let's do that first because that's what they can do, you know. Huh, can only hit that one. Alright, he's not looking too good anymore.
I'm here.
That only has 7 willpower, so we could pretty easily mind control that if we can get Meeseeks into control range, then that'll be an easy one. I need to see what my control range is pretty wide. Like you can mind control from a pretty good distance. But I don't think it does Meeseeks much good to be on the rooftop. Alright, we grabbed us a Pandoran. Take 2 willpower to keep it under control every turn, but I think we can manage that.
Loud and clear.
Gotta reload. Okay, so I could ping that real quick just to get rid of it. I probably want to do that. All right, it's gonna die next turn, so we don't have to worry about it. Let's try and get down into this area to help defend the structure. I think that's an important thing we want to do. Yeah, we can see it now. Wait, can I actually shoot it? No, I'm not sure why it gave me that option. Get inside. Okay. You're not gonna make that one. Nah, nah. I will be honest, I think I went in a little too heavy on this one. When you actually look at it, we don't really have any precision units in this battle.
Ready to fire.
Like none, actually. Yeah, we have no one who can kind of precisely hit a guy out there. I mean, this is a decent shot, and he's pretty weak, so... Like, I think if we just poke him a lot, it should work out. But, yeah, I kind of went into this with no real precision units. Like, at least an assault would have been nice, right? Man, take that one out of context.
Come get some.
I don't feel like my hit chance is great on that one.
Here I am. Let's do this.
I want to get a little bit better of a shot. Oh, that one's already stunned. God damn it. Okay. So the melee ones are the ones that I gotta worry about. What the absolute fuck just happened there? Like, how did you miss that? What? Okay. I don't understand how I just missed that shot. I don't understand. Like, was it that, was it maybe that I was literally so close that, like I was actually so close that I was too close, maybe? Yeah, I guess I must have been too close. Huh.
Just give the word.
Okay, I don't really want to chance it. We kind of have to get rid of this guy. Kind of have to. Alright. So he's gonna die next turn. I don't think there's any other melees that I gotta worry about, so... Alright, he's stunned. So we've got 2 captures so far. Like, I am trying to more aggressively capture Pandorans because, like, mutagens are getting more and more critical, more important, you know? Oh no, the virus. Ooh, okay, yeah, we're getting long range sniped here. And he got hit by the jammin' field. All right, well they didn't do a whole lot that turn. Not a whole lot going on. Quick, pop out where you cannot defend yourself. just poison the shit out of him. Oh my god. Oh my god. Like he's wiggling around so much I can't hit him.
positioning.
Well, he's got 100 points of poison damage on him, so there is that.
I'm on the move.
Okay, that one is already paralyzed. That one is not paralyzed, so we can go for him. I mean, at this point, we have the materials. We're not really hurting for materials right now. So I can afford to shoot rockets. I guess what I'm saying is that I can afford to shoot a couple rockets and, you know, we'll be alright. Okay, we can hit that, possibly. I figured the shot was not really gonna do anything anyway. Okay, and then I'm mind controlling this Pandoran. So I could have him. I could control this guy and have him go around back here and try to kill this other guy. Got an evolved launcher arm. Can I shoot that into what? Wow, that's limited range. That is super limited range. It's kind of interesting when you get to control the Pandorans. Like you kind of get to see a little bit under the hood of how they actually work, you know. All right, disabled a bunch of their parts. I mean, he's still under my control, so switch him to that, and I think he does a return fire attack. I'm a little worried for our tank here, you know, little bit. Just a little bit. Tank is pretty beaten up, but I think he'll be all right. We could get our technician can heal that. I'm pretty sure the technician can heal that actually.
Moving in quick.
Like I'm fairly certain the technician can heal the damage on tanks. So for now, just put some armor on it. For now. I don't know where I'm getting attacked from. I think either way I need to get closer to what's happening right now. I think we're too far out. Like all of my guys are too far out. We gotta get in there. So Clara can just barely not get in range of this guy to flip him to our side. Just barely out of range to do that. Man. Okay, well, Clara, get brave. Get brave.
Target located.
Yeah, we need to get her in range of all the action. And then for the tank, well, let's see. We could try to like leap the tank out forward, and I think the tank would have a much better shot at doing anything over here. Which I know I just kind of went out of range of the potential heals, but wanted to try to zap this guy. All right, I'm going for as many captures as I possibly can.
Standing by.
And then Meeseeks. You can't you can't use mind control, or not mind control. You can't use recover while you're mind controlling someone. I guess that makes sense. I guess. Alright. That's all I can do, so... Ooh, they used Instill Frenzy. Enemy spotted. Well, they spotted an enemy. Oh, did they just mind control? Did they just mind control the dude that I was trying to paralyze? Did they just steal my Pandoran? Uh-oh. We didn't disable the bloodsucker arm. Yeah.
Looks dangerous.
I did not sign up for this.
The panic. See, that's what virus damage will do to you. That right there is what virus damage will do to you.
Switching ammo. Zooming in.
Okay, I need to disable the blood-sucking arm. Okay, that's disabled. Disable the regen torso.
Confirming target.
And okay, he is so poisoned. He's got to be dead next turn. Has to be.
My turn. Operative on the move.
So, like, there is a Pandoran over here somewhere. I can't see it, but it's over here. It's right there. Okay.
Here I come. There.
Finally, I can fucking see it, right? Finally. Okay. I can see it, but it's yeah, it's a little bit out of reach. I'm trying to see, like, where would I have the best possible shot? But maybe before I do that, how much does it take to do, like, a repair? It takes it takes a whole 1 action point. But we're a little out of range, huh? We are just a little bit out of range. So, I guess let me just maneuver the tank a little bit closer. Like, I don't think I have to get a lot closer. I don't think the tank is gonna die, but at the same time, I don't want to risk it. I would really much rather not risk it.
Repairing.
Okay, so technician repair. It's I do believe that's the first time I've ever actually used that. I've never really felt the need to repair my tanks before now. Funny enough. Okay. So I am preparing the tank for an assault. Then we got Meeseeks and oh yeah, that he's just panicking, he's just freaking out over there. So I guess we can use Meeseeks to attack. Could throw another grenade on this guy. I don't know if that'd do anything. I don't have all the time in the world to control this guy over here either. I do need to actually, like, deal with the threat here. I could Overwatch. I could get close and then Overwatch, and yeah, I could get close, do an Overwatch, and then just kind of, yeah. So again, a little bit of a risky maneuver right here, but
Covering.
like, hopefully we would Overwatch him and deal with the problem, right? Hopefully. And that just dropped dead. So, you kinda disappointed me. Kinda disappointed me there. Went for the technician. And then it just cloaked. But, I mean, apparently it's just right there, right? You going? Where are you going? At this point, I don't know. We might paralyze it. We might blow it away. I'm not really sure what we're gonna do with this guy. Can Meeseeks mind control him? We have the willpower. We have it. We could totally mind control this man. But, yeah, the thing is, I don't really have, like, I don't have the willpower to maintain control for more than 1 turn. So this is very much a we need to do whatever we're gonna do and end this turn or else, right? Or else. Okay, this is a clean shot. Come on, come on, come on, tank. You can paralyze it. You can do it. I saw that line go through the trees. Oh shit. Okay, it's one of them. It's one of them. I hate that. I gotta be honest. I hate that ability more than anything else in the game because, like, there's so many times where you could most certainly just get rid of the problem, but yeah. But no, you can't. It's just gonna run away. Okay, can we see this other guy? Like, I think Clara's gonna have to go for the dude over here. Or someone is gonna have to go for the dude over here. I can't maintain mind control of everybody. We've established I don't got the juice for that.
Ready for action.
No choice but to keep going.
Okay, so what can my technician do? Maybe my technician can solve the problem of this one guy that is just over here and... So does he have he's got the chameleon torso. He's got the chameleon upgrade. I hate that. I hate the chameleon upgrade. So yeah, chameleon upgrade means that I'm not gonna be able to... Unless, hold on. Clara might be able to kill/disable his upgrade. What? Why does it even give me the... Why does it even give me the option of shooting at it? Like, what are you doing here? What are you doing? Why even bother with that? Alright,
Standing by.
Yeah, I have to think really hard about what I'm gonna do here. So, I mean, if I shoot it more with the virus gun, it's gonna lose all of its willpower, right? Like, it's not gonna be able to do anything. As long as it can't do anything, I guess it's fine, right? As long as it can't actually act, then I guess it's alright.
Yes.
Throw a grenade on it for good measure. Yeah, disable them arms. Okay.
No time to waste.
Ready.
So I don't think either of these guys really matter here.
Here I come.
Alright, so my hope is to use the tank to take down the other Triton. Like, I'm really going for a lot of captures. I'm going for it. Okay, it's panicking. And yeah, enemy turn was pretty quick, huh? So there's still a Triton out there somewhere. There is still a Triton somewhere. I need to find it with my my normal guy. I assume it probably went over here somewhere. Where the hell did it go? Where the hell did the fucking Triton go? Where the hell did it go? Okay, so yeah, this guy is just absolutely panicking. He's gonna die pretty soon anyway. But I can't maintain control of this guy. Like, yeah, it costs 2 willpower per turn to keep that control, so, okay, I guess you're gonna go down then.
Got lucky.
Killing a dude with a virus gun is not ideal, to say the least.
Attempting Overwatch.
But that's what we're gonna have to do, I think. And I may have to kill this thing with one of my normal guys. Might have to do that. Like this one, I will fully admit I'm kind of stretching this one out because I am trying to go for captures here. You know, trying to get my capture on. And I do have to watch out that some of the other ones are gonna start waking up if I take too long. That is a definite possibility here. Okay, so where the hell is this thing? It can't have gone too far, right? Like, it went invisible over here, so I assume that it's somewhere around this area in the corner. There we go. Yeah, I figured it was in the corner somewhere, but I just couldn't quite see it, you know? So I want to get a very good, clean shot on it. Hopefully we're not so close that we just shoot past it, right? That was a fun problem. Okay, we no longer have to worry about that. Have anyone else that can do anything over here? Because at this point, we just have to kill this one enemy, and the map should end. So, yeah. Let's see. What would have a good hit on it? I think it'd be our pet here. Okay, mission should end. And we should have a bunch of Pandorans that we can throw into the containment tank. Yeah, I will say this, I definitely neglected paralyzing for most of the game. Like, I would paralyze things that I absolutely had to paralyze, but I wasn't really going out of my way to get paralysis takedowns. Because I wasn't really shooting for mutagens, you know? For most of the game, mutagens was not really something I needed a whole lot of, and you get a lot for free just by doing research and certain things. But where I'm at now, the mist is pretty intense. Like the delirium is persistent, and you can take maximum willpower delirium damage. So curing people of the delirium is pretty important. Like I don't need the mutagens for actual mutations. I need the mutagens for just simply keeping everyone on their feet, you know? That's the hard part right now, is keeping everyone on their damn feet. When does that containment? Okay, it's gonna take another day and a half for the containment to get built. I am only now seeing that I most certainly want to have more than one containment facility. I want to have more than just two, even. I probably want even more than that. Like, I feel like, yeah, you might want to make, even more containment cells. Probably a good idea. I mean, I don't think the game... I'll be honest, at this point, I don't think the game is going to go on much longer. I don't think we're going to need... Like, it's going to take days for these to get built, and I'm not sure the game's even going to go on for days more. But, you know... It takes 150 tech for another containment. That's a little steep. It's a little bit steep when you only have 175, so I'll hold off on that for right now. For the moment, holding off. Okay, trade up that food for tech. And just because the conversion rate is, you know, the conversion rate ain't bad, so I'll take it. I'll take the materials too, why not? Alright, give me more tech. I also, at this point, I have plus 50 food generation, so I'm making a decent amount of food too. I do kind of think if I were to do, I mean, if I were to do a second run of Phoenix Point, which I'm not against, other than just focusing my efforts a little more on a particular winning path, I think I think that I would also, one thing I definitely would have done a little different, and it's kind of hard to think how I would do it different, because I mean, I'm pretty low on resources all the time, and like I mean, yeah, I've been doing a lot of stuff I didn't need to, but I mean, you have to use a lot of resources to like to deal with the behemoth. You need so many resources for flyers and the equipment for them, and like that's a whole thing. And it takes a lot of resources to equip all your guys. Like I'm not really sure where I would scrimp the resources from, but I feel like, yeah, in another run through, what I would want to do is I would want to, well, I would want to expand my bases a little bit quicker. Like, I don't think it's really that critical that you have, like, full bases, right? I don't think you need, like, you don't need to claim up every base or anything. I certainly haven't. But, you know, you want, like, some key location bases, and I think the other thing I'd want to do is I'd want to focus a little more on food production and containment, so that I could have a lot of, you know, so I could get a lot of mutagens, and I'd have tons of food incoming, so that I could just trade constantly. Like, whether I'm doing missions or not, I'd have food for trade, right? I kind of feel like right now, I only have plus 50 food production, right? And I mean, all your personnel take out of that, but like, imagine I had even plus 100, like 100 food per day that would add up, and it would let me trade a little bit more, so I'd have a little more tech and materials. But if you could really crank up the food production, like, I mean, really crank it up, maybe get like plus 200 a day, I feel like that would give you a lot more trade flexibility. So you know, you'd be trading for tech and materials a lot more often. Oh, also, I just realized, because I was thinking about, like, oh, you need to make the stealth manticore. We need to make the stealth manticore. The masked manticore. So it needs 120 tech, 800 materials, and it needs 500 mutagen. Ooh, oof. Ah, it's got a crew capacity of 4. I like that. Like, it has a good crew capacity, actually. I mean, I'm thinking we maybe give that one to the Omega team, right? I think we should give that one to the Omega team. That way they could have a nice full crew. And then, yeah, we could take the normal Manticore and put it on put the normal Manticore on just fighter jet duty. But we need 500 mutagens, which, hey, it's a good thing. I've been capturing Pandorans like goddamn crazy. So yeah, let's go ahead and melt a bunch of them down. We can always get more. I'm getting a lot more aggressive with captures, so yeah. I think it's a worthy goal to get the masked Manticore up and flying, you know? I want to keep my big boys in containment. Like the Acheron, yeah, the 2 Acherons and the Siren, I want to keep them in containment. Also, apparently this Triton is worth a lot. But I need, yeah, I do need... I need more mutagen, and I won't have it, so... Okay, melt that one down. And we're probably gonna need to cure a couple more people of delirium, so... Alright, well, I managed to keep the big boys in storage. They're still in there. they're still pumping out what, like 30 something, yeah, like almost 40 per day. Like, that ain't too bad. That'll do. So let's go ahead and manufacture the masked manticore, which yeah, that should let me do the behemoth, right? Finally end the threat, which I'm a little, honestly, I'll be a little sad when the behemoth's gone. It was fun to fight it. Like, once I actually understood how the aerial combat works, it's like, oh no, now it's actually kind of fun, and it's really profitable. So I'll miss the free resources and faction gains. I'll miss that. I guess since I'm putting another plane into commission to fight, which man, I mean, here's the thought. Once the behemoth is down, I mean, yeah, once the behemoth is down, like, flyers are no longer going to be a threat, right? So once the behemoth is done, I guess we're not really going to have anything to do with all of the like, what are we actually going to do with all of our you know, our aerial fleet, right? What do we do with that once the behemoth is done? Like, do we just melt it? do we just melt down all of our planes and all the parts for it? Is that what we do? I don't know. But I do wonder, like, should I make any more modules? I mean, technically, we've got a ton of modules, and we can swap them around as needed. I have a good amount of thunderbolts and all that. Like, I even made the Jericho nuke. Like, I feel like we probably have enough weapons and all that to go around. We don't really, you know, we got the weapons and mods to go around. We don't really need anything else. So, yeah, I guess I could just leave it at that. And then I have a ton of tech and materials to throw around. Huh. What to do with it all? What to do indeed? Well, I kind of want more, I want more night vision stuff. I think the night vision stuff is pretty good. I kind of want to have a couple of modules on hand just to, like, you know, just to throw around if I need it. Like, I may not necessarily need any of this stuff, but it would be nice to have it, I think. And they're pretty cheap. They're pretty damn cheap to make. Alright. So, I guess now I'm a little low on food. Only a tiny bit. I could recruit some new personnel, none available right now. But I was thinking, like, yeah, what do we want to do? We're in the mode where we want to prepare for the, you know, the end of the game, right? So we sort of want to get everything fleshed out as much as it can be. Ah, we just completed a bunch of mist repellers. That's nice. It's pretty late in the game, but you know what? I appreciate it. Yeah, I'll trade all that food off. Okay, so we got decent tech, enough to build what I need to build. All our planes, they're back at their home base there. Ooh, moonshot!
So,
Moonshot!
some time ago, I came across a classified Phoenix Project report from 1973. It turns out, and I genuinely couldn't believe this was true at first, that in the 70s, the Phoenix Project actually sent people to the moon. Twice. But the mission to the Tsiolkovsky crater went terribly wrong. The astronauts in the lander became infected, I suppose, and committed suicide by opening the hatch. Protecting the Earth is a heavy burden. The incident almost destroyed the Phoenix Project. It ended Newton Summerall's career and began the long decline that seems to only have ended recently.
All right, so we're getting more backstory too, and I assume now we can do the Synedrian ending path. But okay, of course, there's Pandorans on the moon. Of course there are.
But then I realized meteorites. That must be how the Yugothian entity is sending the Pandora virus to Earth. And the moon functions as a kind of shield. That's what they must have found. A much, much older iteration of the Pandora virus. If we could get our hands on that, the insights to be gleaned from it would be tremendous. So I planned the mission to the moon. Unmanned, mind you. I'm not crazy. And now we're ready to actually make it happen. Except for one problem. The Pandora virus creatures seem very interested in blowing up our rocket.
All right, here we go. So we're gonna. So it's not quite what I thought, right? I thought, again, this is like the XCOM files rot in my brain. I thought, oh boy, it's just like the XCOM files. We're gonna have to go to the moon. But I guess honestly that would be a little out of the scope of Phoenix Point. Like, going to the moon or any other planet really is kind of out of the scope of what we're capable of. Like, this isn't XCOM. Like, we're making jets, right? We're making jets and blimps and helicopters. Like, we're not building spaceships in this game. Like, we can reverse engineer all of the Pandorans' mutant stuff, but like they don't use technology. They just sort of copy everything that they find, right? Like, all the Pandorans that use guns in the game, they all just kind of, you know, they use the weapons and stuff that they've found on the various factions and us, but they don't have any technology we'd actually be interested in. So no moon mission for us. All right.
Exactly! Help us defend the launch site so we can get my robot to the moon. Wow, I can't believe I just said that. I feel like a mad scientist. Igor, launch my robot to the moon for science. Oh, wait. I think I just came up with a good name for the probe.
All right. So now we can do moonshot, and that starts up over here. So we want to get like get the best crew we can get together and then do it. So I don't think this would end the game. I don't think. I think it just kind of leads to the path that ends the game, but like isn't ending the game itself. So yeah, I'm gonna send, I guess, I'm wondering if the tank would be a good one for this. I feel like it's a defend mission, right? So I feel like probably, I feel like endurance is the way to go for this one. And I mean, the tank can certainly help with endurance, right? Like the tank can help with that. Like a well-placed tank can recover everybody's action points. It can, you can pop them in the tank to heal them up to full and restore their willpower. Like the tank can very much so help you to stay in the fight, but the tank will also run out of shots at some point. So that's the weak point on that one. Alright, well, we got some upgrading to do, though. Endurance. Recover restores an additional 25% willpower, removes acid, poison, bleed. Marked for death, sniper one. Psychic ward. Allies within 10 tiles are immune to panic and psychic scream damage. I see how that could be really useful. And Mind Crush. Deal 100 damage to all enemy entities within 10 tiles. So it's just a flat 100 damage to everything around you. It costs 6 will points. Only 1 action point though. That's actually pretty good action point economy. But I mean 100 damage isn't a lot. It's really not. And I get that, like, what makes it good is that it's dealing the 100 damage to everything around you, but really, I mean, how many enemies are going to be around you? Probably not that many. So yeah, I think Psychic Ward is the better one to go with. I think that Psychic Immunity is the way to go. So yeah, now is the time though to like really load up on equipment and all that stuff, and you know, be as ready as you can be. I'm not 100% if I want to take the tank in though. I feel like maybe bringing more normal guys in would be the way to go, but like, I don't know. You could go a lot of ways on this. Also, I never got return fire on this character. Why not? Oh right, I think I just made this character a heavy as their secondary, so they just got that ability. That would make sense. Why why they're not tricked out then. Give him a fire grenade? Why not? Or how much does this weigh? That weighs 4. That's a lot. Okay, and then the other vehicle? Oh, I might want that shred resistance. One more level and they'll get battle hardened, which, But also, they kind of need to up their strength a little bit so they can actually wear their hazard protection vest. Gotta fix them stats a little bit. Do I need Boom Blast? Not particularly. Though and honestly, I might just want more ammo capacity. Like, you really cannot discount ammo capacity. You would think that, like, 2 clips, right? You'd think 2 clips of ammo would be enough for any fight. But I have been in multiple encounters now where going in with everyone having just like two clips, yeah, they run dry by the end. Especially doing like Pandoran layers, especially those. You run dry pretty damn quick. So I think it's worth investing in a little more strength. Just a little more. Right, Soren. Soren got slammed with the really bad one, didn't he? The delirium treatment effect that lowers his strength by like a ton. So yeah, I had to take a bunch of things off of him just to, yeah, so he'd be able to carry his own shit. Not great. Not great at all. Again, I think more ammo is the way to go. Although this character, so this character doesn't even have a secondary pack of rocket ammo. Like, they only have 4 rockets on him, which isn't great. Only having 4 rockets is not great at all. I would really want to have like either 2 rockets or 2 machine gun ammos, either one. I mean, ideally, I'd kind of want to have 2 machine gun ammos and like 1 extra of rocket, you know? Ideally. But this'll do for now. Yeah, Robert Kopp was not on that last mission. Neither was this guy, so no points for them. Okay. But yeah, I'd say this is probably the team I'd want to protect the thing with. It's kind of a toss-up if I want to bring the tank along or not. It's like, do you want 5 guys and a tank, or do you want to have like the full 8 guys, right? I mean, with the tank in, it's 6 guys. It's 6, but but yeah, you could have 2 more, and you might want to have that 2 more. I think either way, I want to make sure that everybody is in peak performance. So I want to give everyone time to recover a little bit, you know? And that means doing some more experimental treatments. Okay, no side effects, but her stamina is completely drained. Yeah. So I guess, yeah, let's make sure that everybody at this base is as delirium free as they can possibly be. Right? So yeah, let's get them as delirium free as possible. Okay, so I'd probably want to use her for for that mission. Or Octodad. I mean, he's a sniper. And he's a good sniper, right? Like, yeah, he's a pretty good sniper, I'd say. Then again, I guess we do have Isolme here and Leora, so we do have our pick of good snipers. I'm not sure how. I mean, I feel like if we're talking like endgame missions, they're probably gonna whoop out the Scyllas and all that. So, you know, more heavies with big ass rocket launchers is, you know, you probably can't go wrong with that. Oh, he's still using the Phoenix heavy cannon. Ugh. Disgusting. And more strength. Strength, you know, oddly enough, strength is the stat that I tend to neglect on most of my guys. And I know you would think that upping your strength would be like first thing you do, because strength is your HP, right? Like the difference between having like 20, you know, like 250 health and 350 health, you know, that's the difference between getting killed in one round and just getting gravely wounded in one round. You know? So you would think I'd want to pump that up immediately, but honestly, most of the time I just try not to get hit. Try not to get hit is my philosophy. Because speed, you know, the more speed you have, the better chance you have of getting into a good position, right? The more willpower you have, the more you can use your specials, and the less likely you are to panic or get mind controlled, for that matter. I'd really like to cure Ivania here, but I need more. I need more of them delicious purple mutagens. Because I don't like Ivania. Like we don't have that many good assault units on this team, right? Like there's really not that many good assaulters on the team. So I kind of feel like, yeah, I'd want to get them in play as quick as possible. Let's, I hate to do it, but let's melt down one of the big ones. The Siren gives the least per day. So let's melt that one down. We still got our 2 big Acherons. Okay, so cure Ivania. Please don't get a bad oh god, derealization. That one. Ow, that one. I guess the good thing is that it doesn't affect her quite as badly as it affects the other guys. Like, Like, losing 5 strength is rough. That is, you know, that's 5 carrying capacity and 50 health. 50 health matters, but I guess she had 22 strength, so... And I think she had something else that maybe boosts her strength or something? I don't know. Like, either way, she only has, she has 16 encumbrance out of 17 now. So she only has 170 health. Oh, also, oh man, the wife is home. The wife's home. Early. I said we probably wouldn't have a whole lot of time. We didn't get to do much today, but I just wanted to get a little session in. So, I think, yeah, we'll call it here for now, alright? We'll do the real stuff next time, I promise. Next time we go to the moon. Alright, let's get out of here. Till next time.